you couldn't expect every single attempt to succeed.
In the late summer of 1942, the British escape industry was hard at work, making jelly maps and keys for their most daring attempt yet to break out of Colditz. The equipment was being prepared for the British escape officer himself, Pat Reed. Reed had been foiled 3 times already and was keener than anyone to get out. His latest plan was mad. So mad that it might even work. In full view of the searchlights, he would break out of the prisoners' quarters and into the German courtyard. Avoiding the sentries, he would then unlock a door that led into a disused staircase. Once there, he hoped to find a window that opened onto the terrace below. At midnight on the 14th of October, Pat Reed and his 3 accomplices began their escape. Once over the roof of the German kitchen, Reed was out of sight of the sentry. He could only cross the courtyard when the sentry's back was turned. For this, an elaborate stooging plan had been hatched.
There was an orchestra playing right up in the theatre, and the idea was that when it was all right to go, the orchestra would stop playing and they would get across the courtyard. But the trouble was that suddenly the orchestra stopped playing and the orchestra didn't start again. And I don't know why. Nobody seems to know why the orchestra ceased to play. So they had to rely on their own ears for listening to where the sentry was. It wasn't easy.
Once across the courtyard, Reed approached the door for which he had made a skeleton key. He wrestled with it for over an hour. With the odds stacked against them, the escapers had no option but to carry on. Reed led them along the edge of the barracks to where he thought there was a cellar. He was right.
Pat realized that this passage quite obviously led to the outer wall. Pat looked up and saw that there was a gap, but it is very narrow. Now up. Right. Straighten your legs out. That's it. Straighten them out. That's it. Okay. Right. Keep going. You're doing all right. First class.
With his jelly map and compass to guide him, Pat Reed and his 3 companions crossed the border into Switzerland. The British officers had achieved their first major success, and the Germans never discovered how it was done.